But how will people call on him in whom they have not believed? And how will they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how will they hear without a preacher or a messenger? I remember my first missions trip to the Himalayas. We had trekked in 10 days to a high-up village, it was 14,000 feet, and we were inviting the village to watch the Jesus film. And we went to a specific house, and we knocked on the door, and we invited the man to come, but he was resistant. He didn't want us there. He said that we were trying to force our religion on him, and so we moved on. And that night, we showed the Jesus film. We got up, we preached the gospel, invited people to come forward to follow Jesus. And I looked over and this man was there, the man that was resistant. And I said, "Do you want Jesus? I saw that you came, do you want Jesus?" And he said, "I want Jesus." He says, "But does Jesus want me?" And it was in that moment I could share with him, yes, he does want you. And right there, he went from darkness to light and his life completely changed. And you could see his countenance completely shift. Who knows when the next opportunity would have been for this man to hear the gospel? There's millions of others that are just like this man, waiting for someone to come to tell them about the gospel of Jesus. Hi, we're Tyler and Alyssa Connell, and we've been missionaries now for over 10 years, and we focused on an area of the world called the Himalayas in Asia. We've also done work in the Middle East, and we've lived in Europe.
We have a family of 6 now. We have 4 kids. Ivy, she's age 5. We have Brooks, he's 4, Liam's 2, and we just welcomed our new baby girl, Emerald, who's just a few weeks old. In January of 2020, our family of 3 then moved to Berlin, Germany to do mission work.
We were having success and we were loving life. And then I got sick. We ran into a crisis.
And within 3 weeks, we were finding ourselves having to move back to the States to get this medical crisis at ease. It felt really wild in the moment. It felt like, were we failing God? Were we making a mistake? But then at the same time, we knew if we stayed there and we just continued to grind, would I end up losing my husband? What was going to happen? And I just knew in that moment that the Lord was with us and he was walking with us and guiding us, and we weren't failing him.
We had to put missions on the altar. I couldn't function because of the amount of inflammation in my body and my brain, and we had to let everything go. We came to Tacoma not knowing where to go, but it was clear that God was highlighting restoration in mind, soul, and body. And over these last 2 years, he's healed us and brought us to a place of health. During this time, we had to get jobs, and we worked at Faith International University. We also studied. I received my master's in theology just recently, and Alyssa got her bachelor's in religion. There's been one place in the world that's been a consistent theme that's been on our hearts in our marriage. It's been the Himalayas. So in the fall of 2024, we are moving to the Himalayas. We'll be focused on 4 main areas of outreach and ministry. The first is Bible translation.
We'll be working with OMT, which is Oral Mother Tongue Translation, which is Bible translation. And what that looks like is going up into the villages and finding people of peace who want to come and translate the Bible into their language. And so over the next 2 years, they'll be within our community in Pokhara. We'll be walking with them, discipling them as they translate the Bible. And then within 2 years, the Bible will be translated into their heart language, and they'll be able to have the Bible from book to book and be able to read it for themselves and listen to it for themselves and take it back to their villages.
Part of why we're going there is to reach these unreached villages, these villages that are given over to different false religions and they're sitting under the weight of oppression. They're just waiting for someone to give them good news.
While we're based in Pokhara, we'll be working among slums and among the poor while we're there. We'll be meeting basic needs as well as praying for the sick and walking alongside of them and sharing the gospel with them as well.
One of our main assignments will be teaching and training. We'll be teaching in discipleship training schools, and we'll also be helping run a school for prospective missionaries, where people from all around the world will come that are interested in bringing the gospel into Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist lands, and we will train them and then send them out. So we're going to disciple the people in this region and to really teach them how to walk with Christ and to bring others into the family of God. So would you partner with us in reaching the the unreached in the Himalayas.
We can't thank you enough for everyone who has supported us through the years and everyone who supported us in prayer. We're just so grateful, and we're excited for this new adventure as the Connell family.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and we hope to connect with you soon.